I finally found you. Get back over here. There we go. So yeah, hey, the name's Bullseye. I'm 35, single, and I love jogging, especially on sand. Yeah, everyone says I'm tenacious as a tick, and I think some of them meant it in a nice way too. So you're out here on your own, pretty rough and tumble place. Want to hang out with me for a while? Goodbye. Huh? Oh, goodbye. Hey, after the way we left it, I didn't think you were into, chatting. Are you bored? If you are, old Bullseye has a cure for that, my lady. Want to hang out? Goodbye. Alright, fine, we'll actually do the thing. Nice sand jogging. Oh, you notice these old things? Yeah, they're my sand boots. They allow me to traverse the desert without being slowed down at all, so jogging is a breeze. If you'd like to check them out, we could grab a quiet corner and goodbye. Like, seriously, this guy's so creepy. You keep chatting. You keep coming on by to chat to old Bullseye, huh? Methinks the lady has been captivated, perhaps. Give me those boots. Huh? Oh, well, here's the thing. These sand boots are super rare, and I'd happily give them to you, but... Wait, this is a golden chance to woo. I mean, sir, I'd love to give them to you, you hungry little boot monster, but first, a favor. Ever heard of the legend of the Eighth Heroine? Everyone's heard of the legend of the Guardian region about the 7 heroines, but some tell about of an 8th heroine. Wiped clean from history, and no one knows why or how. A phantom heroine known to all but seen by none. I've been taken with the legend since I was a child. Find her, show me the 8th heroine, and I'll give you the sand boots. What do you say? I'll go look. Yes! According to those who idolize the 8th heroine, she is enshrined somewhere in the Gerudo Highlands. Apparently, they even have a nickname for her, the Bronze Giant. Catchy. Beyond that, I don't really know much. Who knows, there might be someone in Gerudo Town who knows more about the legend of the 7 heroines. Maybe that info would help. I don't know. Anyway, draw a picture or something if you find her, then show it to me. I'm pretty picky about pictures too. If you find one, make sure at least the statue's upper half is visible. Oh, and here, if you'd like, you can use these. I'm sure they'll come in handy. Besides, you seem to really like boots. And we can temporarily use the sand boots. Bullseye was kind enough to lend you these boots. They evenly distribute your body weight so you can maintain your normal walking speed over deep snow. The Gerudo Highlands are covered in deep snow, so it's hard to walk, right? Everyone knows that. But with these snow boots, you can walk through snow like it was flat ground. No, you can walk even faster than that. No one makes these anymore, so they're extremely valuable. As such, you can't keep them, okay? Can we sell these to a shop? Many have investigated the 8th heroine, but it's an inscrubbed legend, an unsolved and possibly unsolvable puzzle. And as Miss Boots spins her wheels on it, we'll grow closer and closer, and then... This guy is super creepy. I don't like his stupid face. That hint that Bullseye gives about somebody in Gerudo Town maybe being able to figure out where that 8th heroine could be, that hint is so vague and cryptic, and I really don't like it. So, it makes you think that you have to... Oh! Oh, Patricia's scratching her... She's scratching her neck. It's super cute. She looked like a puppy or something like that. That hint makes me think that we have to talk to the archaeologist lady again, but that's not the case. What you have to do, and this is kind of vague and stupid, but I'm not going to complain too much because we get to talk to Patricia again because she's super cute. If you feed Patricia wild berries, she'll hopefully be able to give you a hint. That's not what I was looking for. Maduga eats anything, even bombs. That's a rather serious diet. Asperity that stop sparing me from puns! I make puns! Puns are my life! Look to the top of the Gerudo Highlands to see the path to a dragon. I've spared you the seal pun. Closer, but still not what we're looking for. But that's still a really good hint for something else we'll be taking care of when we get around to taking care of stuff in the Gerudo region. Risoka Snowfield rests upon the shoulders of the Eighth Heroine. A rare pun-free prophecy. So, Risoka Snowfield. This should be somewhere around here. Yes, it is. Alright, so we can also see a vague silhouette of what looks like arms over here, so that's where we'll be placing our beacon. And that means we're going to have to go into the Gerudo region, which we haven't really explored a whole lot yet. So let's start off our adventures by going towards the Gerudo Tower. Thank you, Patricia. I love you. You're super cute. And I really wish I had a plushie of you. Like, seriously, I really wish that I had a plushie of Patricia, like the ones that Riju has, because it just looks so cute. As we go into the Gerudo region, I'm going to warn you right now, even if you have a flame blade, you're going to want some warm clothes. So, I highly recommend that you keep your warm doublet for this area, and we're going to wear the hoodie because it looks cool. So, yeah, this is easily one of the coldest regions in the entire game, so you definitely want to make sure that you have plenty of warm equipment going into this area. So having the warm doublet on top of a flame blade should be enough, but even then, there are going to be some points where it might not be enough. I don't know that off the top of my head, but I do know that there is another region in this game that is definitely like that, where even with a warm doublet and a flame blade, it's still not enough. So, yeah, definitely hold on to the warm doublet. Oh, that was a cute little chicken. That probably wasn't a chicken. It was probably just like another bird, but it was super cute and it looked like a chicken. Can we talk about that for a moment? Because, there's a dragon over there. It looks cool. So, I love birds, and probably my favorite thing about birds is the way they walk. Because, like with chickens, for example, when they walk, they kind of like bob their head back and forth. So, they look kind of snooty. They're like, hey, look at me, I'm a bird. We can probably use the climbing boots to help us climb just a little bit faster, and let's do that. Yeah, this is a much better strategy than I was trying to do before. It just goes to show, sometimes it's a good idea to have special abilities be a priority over something that looks cool. That's why I'm really happy that in Xenoblade Chronicles you now have the ability to have cosmetic outfits and still have the attributes of something that's built for specific purposes and things like that. Fire arrow, oh yeah. So yeah, the Gerudo region. This, like I said, is a very cold region. It's not the coldest one in the entire game, but the mountains here definitely go higher than anything we've seen before, even on the Great Plateau, where there's literally an entire area of that place that was completely covered in snow. So you definitely want to be careful with this area. And there's definitely going to be a lot of wild berries here as well, so that's definitely going to be worth keeping in mind if you're looking for wild berries for your the mystery polluter side quest at the Gerudo town. And as we go over here, I just want to talk about something that is very off topic, but it's going to take us a little while to get over to our destination. And this is a whole new region that we haven't explored yet, so I don't really want to fast forward or anything like that, but I would like to talk about something. So, when I was practicing for this recording session a couple days ago, what I usually do is that I'll listen to a video while I'm playing through games and things like that. And the one I was watching specifically was Good Vibes Gaming's video on the Nintendo E3 this year, because they recently announced that their E3 Direct's going to be on June 15th. And I know this is probably going to make the video super outdated, but I want to talk about E3. Even though we had a direct discussing predictions video on the collab channel not too long ago, I really want to talk about my own personal thoughts on what's going to happen during E3. Also, this over here, there's a moose. There's a cute little moose, and it's super cute, and I love it. Okay, I don't think I've ever said this on a video or anything like that, but I gotta be honest, the moose is like one of my favorite animals ever. It's just super cute! That was not a good combo. Okay, let's do something about that. Aha! Oh no, the bear! No! Oh, the bear! Oh, that was morbid. Okay, let's try this. Let's try and not attack the bear. Come on, come on, bear, come on, bear, come on, bear, come on, come on, come on, come on. Who's a cute little bear? Who's a cute little bear? This is morbid. I don't like this. I'm so sorry, bear. Oh, the bear's going away. Honestly, I don't blame it. So going back to what I was saying a moment ago, I would like to talk about my thoughts on E3 and things like that. Even though it's going to make this video super outdated very quickly. Like, I don't know if this video is going to be coming out before or after E3. But I just want to talk about it because it's just exciting to be excited about E3 again after there wasn't one at all last year. So I definitely think we're going to see the Breath of the Wild sequel. And that's something I'm really looking forward to, and we are definitely going to see more of Skyward Sword HD, because I think there's still a few changes to that game that they haven't really talked about yet, because that seems to be Nintendo's trend where they'll announce a game, they'll be quiet about it for a little while, and then, like, right before it comes out, they have a big blowout of news for it. I don't think Skyward Sword HD is going to have a whole lot of changes. One change that I hope they do is I really hope they introduce a left-handed mode because of the motion controls in that game, but they're probably not going to, which is not going to be that great. I'm not left-handed myself. It's just that I know that was a barrier of entry for the Wii version, that there was no left-handed mode in a game that focused so much on motion controls. Beyond that, I don't know if we're going to see anything else Zelda related. If there is going to be like some kind of Zelda celebration with a bunch of collections and things like that, they're probably going to wait until a later date, because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other stuff they're going to want to focus on as well. So if they did have something like that, I imagine it's going to be something along the lines of the Mario 35th anniversary thing, where they're probably going to have they're probably going to have a collection of the older 3D Zelda games on a Switch cartridge. It's probably not going to change too much, and it's probably just going to be like direct ports and things like that. So that's probably where they're going to be going with that. Okay, that is something we haven't seen before. That is one of the most strong enemies in the game. I'm not joking, that Bokoblin is really strong. So we mentioned before how the colors of these enemies will determine how powerful they are and things like that. Like, red ones are super weak, blue ones are a tier higher than that. The white Bokoblins, those are the highest tier in the main story for this game. Some sources say that they're white, some say they're silver. I'm going to say silver because that sounds cooler. So, the silver Bokoblins are actually very, very strong, and you don't want to underestimate them. Silver Moblins are a lot stronger, and you definitely don't want to underestimate them. Don't even get me started on silver Lynels. There is one in the Gerudo region. It's on the other side of this mountain. We're not going to be fighting in this video, because I'm too much of a chicken. We will someday, though. We are going to be fighting every field monster in the game, and that's certainly going to be an experience. There's a treasure chest right here I'm going to collect. Owie. Just trying to collect a shiny thing. How dare you? Meteor rod. Okay. Stop it. Alright, you know what? Death by shiny. Death by shiny! It's not working! Yeah, okay, terrible idea, terrible idea. Just grab the meteor rod. I was trying to attack them with the treasure chest, but that's kind of hard to do. Wait, what? Oh, no duh, we didn't actually get a chance to throw the thing. That one kind of spontaneously combusted. Okay. Now can we please get the stupid meteor rod? There we go. Everything must burn! Everything must burn! Oh, wait, they're still alive. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Screwed. I'm out of here. We've reached our destination, believe it or not. So, we've reached this area. And something really cool is we go over here and the statue of the 8th Heroine. So the one guy mentioned that he wants a statue showing at least the top half of the statue. He wants a picture showing at the top half of the statue, excuse me. So let's see if we can grab that. So, make sure that it registers as the... Did it work? It did work, okay. Did that not count as a Hyrule Compendium thing? I don't think it did. But... yeah, make sure that it registers as 8th Heroine statue before you go back. So, you definitely want to keep that in mind. And what you also want to keep in mind is we see a steep slope in the snow, which means whee! This is one of my favorite parts to a shield surf in the entire game. It's just so much fun! So I wanted to use this as a smooth transition to show some of the landmarks in these next area. And looks like we outran the rain, so that's kind of cool. So this over here is where we'll be focusing on next when we go back to focus on story progress in the game. So yeah, you may or may not have seen that giant monstrosity flying in the sky, and I am looking forward to that. That's gonna be awesome. Before we go back to Gerudo Town, take this time right now to set a beacon over here. If you can, try to go back over here and see if you notice anything interesting, because there's going to be another side quest that's going to involve us coming back over to this area, and it might be a good idea to go there now while you have the snow boots. And I just realized that I never actually demonstrated the snow boots the entire time we were going over there. So, the snow boots basically make it so that you can run around the snow a lot easier. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, make sure you look around that area before you actually leave. So this is going to be another case of do what I say, not what I do. Alright, you punk, I got your stupid picture. Oh, it's just a guy. Saw me running around, huh? See, a Gerudo woman liked a guy in sand boots, so I've been jogging all over for forever, trying to show off. But none of them will talk to me. I'm starting to wonder if that rumor was just a bunch of bunk. Sand boots? Sand boots will let you walk normally in the sand, so if you live in the desert, believe me, you want a pair. But the only person capable of making them passed away, which means they're impossibly rare and extremely valuable. What do you think? Jealous, right? Give me those boots! Huh? You're converting these things after you heard me sing their praise? Not cool. Look, these sand boots are super rare. Maybe I'd consider giving them to you if you were a girl, but a guy? No. I'm busy here. Get lost. Giving me more and more reasons to not like you. I really hate your stupid face. But fine. I have to come clean. The Eighth Heroine is just an urban legend. It doesn't actually exist. Well, I just wanted an excuse to get close to you, you know? I wanted to keep you engaged, so I just thought up something impossible to hold your interest. And as a result, I put you in harm's way. I'm a cat. I'm a cad, and I've been so worried. Found it. Are you trying to console me because I've been heartsick over this? You're such a kind soul. But don't need to God on me. From now on, now look at this! I love how Link interrupts this guy. That certainly is the way it was rumored to look. that. That's amazing! I thought it was just an old wives' tale. The Eighth Heroine actually exists! If the rest of the world knew this, it'd be an absolute bedlam. But I won't tell anyone. Yeah, that way it'll just be our little secret, right? Sort of a bonding thing. And yeah, if it's okay, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you, sand boots, please! Okay, just a second, I'll take them off. Sand boots. Gerudo artisans modify these boots for life in the desert. The special soles distribute your body weight evenly so you can maintain your normal movement speed on sand. Wait, does it get barefoot now? Treat them as tenderly as you would me. So I'm going to throw them away. That's horrible. And now, could you be a lamb and return my snow boots? Otherwise, old Bonsai is going to be barefoot. Alright, we're done here. Boy, but these things will make running in the sand pretty difficult. And I'm pretty tired anyway from my jogging regimen. I think I'll just park myself under the tent in front of Gerudo Town and take 5. Care to join me later? Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. The Eighth Heroine complete. But we're not done yet. It's almost over, it's almost over, it's almost over. You? You came? I mean, hey, but, yeah, of course, I figured you'd swing by. Yep, do the whole swing by. We didn't get a chance to spend much time together earlier, did we? Whoosh, total whirlwind, so, when I want snow boots. What? I want my snow boots, too. Oh, well, aren't we greedy? Or should I say insatiable for boots? A boot thirst that cannot be slacked. Adorable, but listen, if I give you these, then I'll have nothing for my feet. Oh man, what should I do? I think Bullseye. Can't put her in a bad mood. Okay, do not blow this. Just relax and work a little verbal magic. How could I resist a request from you? No lie, you already gave me a surprise earlier, and I love surprises. Surprise me again like that, and I'll give you these snow boots as a surprise present. So let me ask you, did you notice the statue of the Eighth Heroine isn't actually holding a sword? Pretty weird, right? 7 other heroines, they all have swords. Suspicious, you know. Which leads me to deduce that the Eighth Heroine must have had a sword as well. Must have. You see, that such a sword actually exists, that my deduction is right. There could be no greater surprise. I'll go look for it. What? You really going? Wow, alright then. The sword would be pretty big, so I doubt it could be carried off too far. I'm betting it's probably somewhere in the steeps of the Gerudo Highlands. The thing is, I can't lend you the snow boots this time. Just can't do it, I'm really sorry. No way, no more person can make it through the Gerudo Highlands without good snow boots. We'll probably give up halfway through and come crawling back. Fine, you win. So headstrong, I love it. I'll just be waiting here, okay? If you ever need me for anything above and beyond footwear, you just come find old Bullseye anytime. And the Forgotten Sword. The last side quest will be taken care of in this episode. It just occurred to me that there's a shrine over here, and I told myself before recording this to go take care of that so that we could have an easy to reach skip travel point. I forgot to go grab that, so we get to go around the long way. Oh boy. So this is the Forgotten Sword of the Eighth Heroine, and I gotta say, how'd this get here? I don't think it's explained anywhere how this exactly gets here, and I'm really curious as to how. Because if this was carried across these mountains, that would have taken like a lot of people to actually accomplish, and I don't know, I just think the more likely thing is that it... Actually, you know what? They probably could have used Guardians or something like that to carry those things. That's an interesting mindset. Because the Guardians weren't always evil. They were used to help the Hylians and things like that. So it is entirely possible that they may have helped move things like those statues and stuff like that. That's my official headcanon now, that the Guardians used to be construction workers. So now that we have that picture, you'd think that we'd go back and talk to Bozai so that we can finish the side quest, but it's gonna bother me if I don't open this treasure chest. Fire arrow, oh boy. Whee! Oh, that was epic! That was almost as epic as Mickey. That's really epic. Oh, that was so cool. So we go over this way, and the shrine that I was telling myself to go grab before we finished the Eighth Heroine side quest was right over here around these hills. We were literally right here, and I forgot about it. But, as you saw a second ago, if we're in the higher parts of these mountains, we can see the shrine, but it's a little obscured when you're just walking through here normally. This is honestly a really brilliantly hidden shrine, just because of the way that it's hidden. The rock formations kind of make it blend into the snow and things like that, and it's only when you're at a higher elevation that you'd even know that this would be here. And I also love the detail that it's covered in snow. Like, I really love how the different shrines look, like the exterior, how they look, depending on what region you're in. That is such a great detail. To you, such for the shrine, I am a Kema Kosassa. In the name of the goddess Ideal, I offer this trial. A major test of strength. Oh boy. The day had to come. I don't think we've come across one of these yet, but major tests of strength are kind of infamous for their difficulty. So I'm going to completely heal up before we even try to attempt this thing. First things first, let's get a picture. Guardian Scout 4. Alright, what's going to be a good weapon for fighting this thing? I'm going to go with the Moonlight Scimitar. That seems like a good weapon. So, the actual Guardian Scout itself isn't actually all that difficult, if you know what to do. So if you fought any of the other modest tests of strengths or anything like that, then you should have a good idea of how the pattern works for dodging this thing. And this is honestly kind of a mean one to start with, admittedly, because there's no pillars in this area, so we have to make our own with the ice blocks. So, this is not the first one, this is not the one that I was expecting to come across first, and it's going to be an interesting experience, I'm just going to say that right now. I really hope we have enough weapons to be able to destroy this thing, because that's one thing that really sucks, is when you don't have enough weapons to destroy the thing. But hopefully we'll be able to make it okay. So far we've done pretty well. Now, these things aren't really all that difficult, it's just that the thing with the Guardian Scouts 4 is that they have a lot of HP, and that's a big reason why they eat through your weapons so quickly. Let's go with the Silver Scale. Actually, no, I'm going to go with the Thunderblade. I like to have a weapon that has a shield on hand, so that if I mess up an attack like that, then I still have some line of defense to help me with. So let's go with that. That's still charging, so let's use a Meteor Rod instead. Because we'll get additional damage from the fire on that. Ah, that was a pretty cool combo. I don't want to jinx myself, but this is going very well. I'm really happy with how this is going. Meteor Rod again. We got a good combo going. Come on. Alright. This would probably be a better weapon to use at a distance, so... Okay, we can't go too far because there's water in this area. Should figure that. And just like the other Guardian Scouts, so whenever the HP is halfway done, it's going to do this little updraft attack. So, do I want to use this? How effective is that on a Guardian Scout? Doesn't seem like it's that useful. Let's try this instead. Owie! That hurt. Wait. Let's use a spring-loaded hammer on this thing. This is a really stupid idea, but I would need to know how effective this is going to be against this thing. It's probably not going to work that well at all, but I need to know. Alright, that was pretty cool. Alright, let's do it. Alright, come on. Let's do it. Spring Load Hammer against the Guardians count 4. Owie. Oh, we don't have our champion abilities in here. Forgot about that, so we can't rely on Mifa's Grace. Ah, boy. Alright, spinny, 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 spinny. That was kind of effective. Alright, what else do I want to use? I'm gonna try to use a Thunder Blade. Thunder. Fire! Please tell me they have those sound clips in the remake. I've only played the 3DS remake of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga once, and that was a demo at PAX West 2017, and I thought it was pretty fun, but I thought the art style in the original game looked a lot nicer. Actually, correction, I do like the new art style that they had in the 3DS version, but my problem was that it wasn't in 3D, and the thing with the 3DS Mario & Luigi art style was it was made to look great in stereoscopic 3D, so it felt kind of weird that they didn't really have that at all. Alright, so now it's going to be moving on to that phase. So, let's finish you off with the Knight's Claymore. Come on, come on, let's destroy it, let's do 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 it! Yeah! Yeah! Who's the man, huh? Who's the man? I beat you on the first attempt. Major test of strength complete. Guardian Spear plus plus. That's the greatest day of my life. Except I can't carry any more shields. I don't need 3 of these things. Whew. I was so nervous about these, planning out this Let's Play. It's not that they're difficult, it's just that they have so much HP and they eat through your weapons so quickly. And the fact that we came across this one of all things, where it's all covered in water and things like that, you can really imagine how nervous I was. But we did it. 1 major test of strength down, a bunch of more to go. You triumph over the test of strength, so birds of prophecy of ruin. From the ashes of Hyrule, a hero arises. In the name of Goddess Hydia, I bestow upon you the Spirit Orb. Skip! May the goddess smile upon you. So as we go across this area, I just gotta point out a big thing that I really don't like about this character, Bullseye. So, he's kind of like the epitome of a character who's only nice to the person they like. So, I'm not quite sure how much I qualify to give dating advice, considering the fact that I never actually had that much luck asking people out myself, and my girlfriend was the one who asked me out, so... One word of advice that I could recommend is pay attention to how the person you like treats other people. Because if they're nice to you, but they're mean to other people, then you might want to think twice about whether or not you're interested in them. A traveler swore he saw you in the Gerudo Highlands, so I've been gnawing on my fingernails with worry. I mean, all that talk about the sword was just chit-chat. I didn't think you'd go up there without snow boots. Anyway, are you okay? Feast your eyes. That's a really good picture. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. What? It really exists? And you went searching for it without a decent pair of snow boots? I mean, the Gerudo Highlands are unforgiving. I doubt I could survive there, and I'm burly. Who are you? Snow boots? Yeah, you did risk your life to fulfill the promise after all. It'd be pretty uncouth of me to drop my end of the bargain. Just a second, I'll take them off. Everybody taking off. Snow boots! Boots designed for hiking up snowy mountains. They evenly distribute your body weight so you can maintain your normal movement speed on deep snow. And now I'm barefoot. But if you're happy, then I'm happy. What's more, this whole episode has endeared you even more to me. Your cutely greedy side, your sassy, playful, rude side, your unexpectedly tough side. Would you go out with not a chance? I kind of knew you'd say that, but would it kill you to let me finish the question? You got her down. Loser. I would feel bad for saying that, but I hate that character with every fiber of my being. But aside from that, I really do like those side quests. Seeing those Eighth Heroine and the Forgotten Sword things in the Gerudo Highlands, it was a really nice way to explore those areas more so than we probably would have otherwise, and I really like it. But now taking care of all that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Your episode's ready to go next, see you on the next video in the playlist, where we're going to continue taking care of side quests across the Wasteland region. I swear we're almost done with this place. Most of them are going to still involve people across the Gerudo town, so that's going to be pretty fun. I swear we're almost done. The alternate route is to continue the story, where we'll be leaving the Wasteland region and go off and explore that mysterious giant bird thing that we saw a little earlier in this episode. Nudge, nudge. You can also check out the Koroks in the Wasteland region if you'd like, or ignore everything and go straight for Calamity Ganon. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'll be here to you, and where would you like to go to next?